Welcome back, everybody. Okay, last we left off with Xander and Cool Cat opening up random bags inside of the spider room. Unfortunately, Cool Cat could not make it tonight, which is not the end of the world. So let the fun begin. As Cool Cat starts wiping the red goop off of the new book, he sees quickly that it states that it is another Myconid book. And as he gets the rest of the goop off and opens the first page, there is a bright light. And Cool Cat has vanished. What's in his place is the book and the little mushroom. What do?
I pick up the book and the little mushroom and make a dash to the library.
What's your thought process on going to the library?
It was a book that did this. It'll be a book that'll get us out of this.
Perfect. You rush to the library. Are you carefully cradling your possible friend in the book? Or how are you holding him like this?
As I have very large hands given my new form, probably just holding it in a snug grip and the book in the other hand. Just yes.
Oh no. Dizzy mushroom feelings. Okay. You get to the double doors of the library. You have a mushroom in one hand and a book in the other. How do you open the door?
With a boot. If I were wearing a boot.
These doors go like these, not like these.
Okay. Handles or knobs?
Hands.
Okay, because you're the knob. I'll use my pinkies.
You use your pinkies? Roll me strength. You know you want to open one door to get it.
I'm dramatic, damn it. 20.
Wow. You're thinking in a rush. And you just grab the two handles with your two little pinkies and you pop them open and you rush in. Do you call out asking for assistance, or do you just start trying to rummage through the books?
I first come in and start looking, because this is the last place I knew that the other party mates were.
Okay. Do you alert them that there is a danger or anything like that?
It's more along the lines of, help.
Silence. You come to the center of the library, and there are singes on the floor of a partway made arcane circle. And your companions are nowhere to be found. In their place are two other bodies laying strewn on the floor near the sigil on the ground. Here you are, book in one hand, a little mushroom in the other, looking at a burnt-in arcane circle and two new people.
This is no time to be shroven.
This is where I'm going to end your time for a moment and bring in the new faces. We'll start with you. You were at the convention. You were actually mostly on time
As per usual.
for your event. The esports actually starts in like 20 minutes, but you really want to get all set up. Make sure everything is to your specifics when you're going in. So you've already put on your cool suit. You're like your labeled gear, and you're rushing down the hallway to get to the area where the other esports people are getting set up. And you hear what can only be described as a male Karen screaming at someone.
Just pull off my headphones. Jerk.
And they're passing by you. He's got 2 employees on either end of him, escorting him in a direction that you're going to be passing by. You are vaguely aware of the other congoers, but for the most part, you're in the zone. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Roll perception.
8.
In the zone. You don't even hear it.
On a side note, you can never take less than your passive unless she tells you.
Fair.
You don't even hear it. Music in your earphones probably really help on this. As a truck busts through the side of the building, entering the hallway that you were in.
That's it. Lights out.
Lights out. It's a hard day. You weren't expecting to work, except you were, but you had pulled an all-nighter at the gym.
That's what the 24-hour membership is for, bro.
You were loaded up into is this your first job?
It is. I was looking for a little extra cash to fund the, excuse. Yeah, I found this posting on Craigslist. They just needed a little extra muscle, and I got it.
So you arrived on time to the meetup?
Mostly.
Okay. The guy is showing you how the truck works and that you won't be driving. You won't be driving. You will be in the passenger seat. You're just here to learn a thing or two and to really just lift the heavy stuff and put it in the truck.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
unload.
They point, I lift.
Yeah. Exactly. You've been in larger vehicles before, like the bus. This is your first time in like a semi-ish.
Yeah, there's no room for my legs in here. I'm mashed against the dash.
Which might make it a little hard for the driver to see, but he tells you it's absolutely fine. He's done this a million times. It's a quick, easy, you're gonna just deliver the stuff, pick up some new stuff, get back. Well, everything was going great. Is awkward chatting with a person you don't quite know, as all jobs are. And he suddenly like starts looking extra pale. You roll perception and then insight, depending on how high your perception is, I guess.
That is a cool 7.
What's your passive?
10.
Okay. Go ahead and roll insight.
7 again.
You see him. The dude.
It's a dude.
He's driving a truck. It's real cool. It's real cool until the truck kind of veers.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Nope. And the next thing you know, is the truck has veered and you're going a higher speed, speed, and the convention hall is right in front of you now.
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to pull up this close.
Are you telling him that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to tell him how to do his job. I can't drive, but it doesn't seem right.
It's kind of like a movie at this point. You are in the passenger seat. As you are barreling through the walls. This might actually look really cool, like movie specific, if it didn't also feel like you were about to die.
Oh,
Were you wearing a seatbelt?
seatbelts are for pansies, man.
Yep. You have that thought again, and you are barreling through the windshield.
Yeah, I didn't bring my helmet this time.
And
Unfortunate.
you vaguely see the other people pass you by, and their bodies are going, woo. Your body's going, wee, and you slam into a concrete wall. And you've slammed into a lot of things, but this one I think is past concussion.
Lives up to your name.
And brick is officially bricked. Yeah. Both of you go ahead and roll perception again.
16.
3.
You hear a bubble of laughter. You do not.
Pleasant.
Then you hear, oh, sorry. And she brings you up to speed. You're in a room with, you are in a room with, well, first you're walking through this existential space of, it's like water, where like every step you take is like a ripple.
Okay.
And then space all around you.
Does not look like the convention hall.
The male Karen that you had walked by is jabbering.
So?
Yes. There is conversation going by you, but it's muffled. And honestly, you're having a hard time focusing on that. Everything feels very far away. But you go from this space with water walkway to like suddenly like morphs and you're sitting down in a school. Again, like people are around you, but everything is like a mishmash of color. What is going through your head right now?
I don't remember how any of this happened. Everything looks so different, but I don't know why. And I'm starting to get a little scared.
Okay. There is like a big blurry object in front of you quite a few times. And you occasionally hear something that sounds like a soothing voice, but it's, again, sounds like it's underwater.
Can I make an effort to move toward that soothing voice?
Yes.
Okay. That is what I do. I want anything that resembles comfort.
Okay. It's like you're slogging through mud that is about waist deep.
Mm.
Like you feel like you're moving, but the shapes around you don't seem like they're moving at the right pace, like behind.
It's a really bad dream where your legs don't work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's slow, like then suddenly you feel like you're forced to sit down again and you feel something touch the top of your head. And there is sucking sensation. Feels like almost like someone has grabbed the top of your head.
Is this slimy? I don't like it.
It's a brain sucker. It's Starbucks.
The fear increases.
And when the second one starts happening, it sounds suddenly like the soothing voice is right there next to you. It's okay. It's okay. There was some issue in moving you, but we got it covered.
Is my spot on turn still safe?
Oh, you missed a lot. Oh no. That's because we accidentally took on too many people on the bus ride. I'm really sorry. I can explain again. Okay, professional, do it. I can do this. You became Jam at the convention hall. No, that's probably not helping. Your heart would be beating really fast right now. Let's see.
If you have one.
You. I just did this speech. It was so good too. I worked really hard. You are transitioning from the old boring life to a new fantastical life at my world because I was taking a vacation and you were just nearby when you ceased to exist in your current shell.
I think I'm up to speed.
Okay. Because your mortal body does not exist anymore, and I cannot take that with me when we travel. You are getting a new body. That is what the caress to your soul is me pulling all of your thoughts from your soul to bring about the perfect body for you, because you have won a all expenses paid trip to another world. I just asked for a little thing, really. Just a few deeds in my name. I forgot to introduce myself. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm usually all I am Anastasia, goddess of travel. And you can choose whatever name you would like in your new body. Because no one's going to know any different. There are 4 other people who are going to be joining you in this world. Maybe 5, depending on if I can get the other soul acquainted in the right way. Anyways, I didn't mean to have 2 of you in one spot. It's like I said, I'm usually better at this.
If I pick a name, can I take a nap?
A nap?
This is a lot to take in.
You want to sleep?
Do I need to be awake?
You're in front of a goddess and you want to sleep?
I'm scared.
Okay. I think I figured out what would be perfect for you. So when you wake, you will find yourself in a very comfortable place. If I don't screw this up. Boop. As soon as you boop, you just pass out. There's like dead, like thoughtless.
Okay.
Well, Rick. You've been to the hospital enough times to know this doesn't really quite feel right.
No, this isn't like the 4 other times I've been concussed.
Yeah. Number 1, You don't feel the bed beneath you. The drugs don't feel like if it was the concussed, like you've had morphine and stuff like that. This doesn't feel like any of that. It also doesn't feel like the time that you drank too much.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. There was pain initially, and then there was nothing, which is also a weird thing. Now you don't get any of the cool water and space. What you hear instead is, oh, and then I'm allowed to curse. Shit, 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 shit. It sounds like it's a feminine voice. And you just hear that over and over again. Oh, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Oh, well, I can fix it. 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 Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Anastasia, you can do this. We can do this. This is great.
This, aren't you?
You're not there. Keep your mouth shut. Okay. An extra soul came on. Can you hear me?
Mom?
Absolutely not. You're currently in transition from your current place to a new, better place.
Coach is gonna kill me if I'm late again.
Like a life coach?
You know, coach. Like, when I'm late for practice?
What are you practicing?
Football.
I don't understand. But you know what? It's not a big deal. I'm just going to get you started on figuring out what kind of new body would work for you.
New body. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any questions?
I mean, we can add beef, right? To the body. We've been working on this for a while.
Your world eats beef, is that correct?
Yeah.
You want to be edible?
No.
I'm sorry, there seems to be a confusion in our languages. Can you explain what you're wanting?
I mean, you said new body. I've been working on this one for a minute, but you know, if we could add, you know, a little more here, a little more here, it'd be great.
I can try.
I'm happy.
You're gesturing, but you don't know it, but you are just a sphere of light. So you're like super into like explaining where you want to pack on it and what's going on, and then you just suddenly feel something smack against your head.
That's familiar.
And then a sucking sensation whenever your little brother had put the vacuum cleaner against your head and started pulling your hair. Yeah.
I knew those floppy things didn't work.
Slowly.
You know, the haircut vacuum attachment.
Well, because there was this issue with your two souls coming in at the same time, there was a delay. You might have not actually made it, except for the very hard thud you feel as you land, as if from very high up.
Are we conscious when we land?
Roll Constitution. Both of you.
10.
8.
No. You come into the library, not seeing the people that you left there, but seeing a large canine and a smaller canine. You may describe your characters if you'd like. Your unconscious bodies.
Crumpled on the floor is a 7'4" gnoll. Very shaggy. Large ruffle fur around the neck. Floofy tail. The leather sort of bandolier action going on. Beefy. Beefy as they come.
Yeah. Oh, muscle dog. A neon. A little compact
Smaller dog. In
dog.
fox form. I'm a Kitsune. A little scruffy red and black thing in a pile.
So
Very shaggy, very poofy tail.
big muscle dog, small floofy dog. No sign of the people that you originally came here with. And here you are holding a mushroom, a book, and looking at two.
Dogs are very, very size.
What are your first thoughts?
What was that?
Which one? That? Your character was a nerd. You're welcome to roll history.
Okay.
What were your thoughts?
I didn't know if nature would apply, but history makes sense.
I mean, if you want, you can roll nature.
It's the higher skill.
Okay.
Um,
What's your nature?
24.
Coloring wise, but not shape wise, the very large looking creature looks like a hyena furry that is hella jacked. Like huge jacked man with a fursuit on. Except for the pointy bits. Those don't look like fursuiters that you've seen.
Back jointed legs.
And then the fluffy mask on the floor. If you want to roll nature on that, you roll low, I'm going to laugh at you. What do you roll?
10.
I'm pretty sure you can get it with a 10. You'd have to roll below 5, not to get a fox. I mean, it's the wrong color for a fox. You are not well versed enough in fox lore to know that foxes come in all different shades. So you wouldn't know what specific kind of fox, but it's fox, floofy fox shaped, just wrong colors. But that's right color and face shape for hyena, the wrong overall shape. And this one's fox shaped, but the wrong colors.
I'm gonna go find a table.
There, you were in the library. The library is a big hall. There are books all along the walls, and it goes up what looks like at least 2 stories. There are big wooden ladders along the walls. Do you know what kind of ladders I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, the ones with the little wheels,
With
the
the
wide ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are along the walls. There are still shelves of books everywhere. In the center of the room, there is lines of desks that have like a pyramidal formation on the top. So flat, then like goes up like this. It's for resting books.
Yeah.
There are gloops of wax in places on these tables where people have used candles to view the books. There are some just plain flat tables. It's really a mishmash in here. There are stacks of books on some of them. There's papers on others. And like shelves and shelves of books all the way around. It's really kind of a maze of bookshelves, little tables, and, well, it's hard to see the wall from this side to this side. It's hard to see where it ends through all the rows of books.
Okay.
But you can see in front of you pretty well.
I'm going to find a table that looks like it would hold the mushroom and the book.
Oh, wow. Your mushroom friend is this big.
Is it a candle holder?
And
An empty one?
I don't know, chat. Is there an empty candle holder? Yes, you can put him in an empty candle holder.
So I will set him in the empty candle holder, set the book on one of the book rests.
Yeah. You gonna touch the things on the floor?
Not yet. We'll come to that.
Problem number 1, problem number 2, and 3.
Is there anything that I could use to open the book without touching it?
Investigation.
Woo! Can I cast guidance?
Are you going to ask her for help?
Yes.
Okay. You pick up your coin with the owl face on it, and you are going to ask. You have to ask for it to work.
Can you help me find something to open that book so I don't wind up like the mushroom cat?
What did you roll?
$24.
Yeah, but the book sticks. There's a lot of dangerous books in the library, and you're supposed to use special sticks.
I get the book stick, and I keep open the cover.
Yeah, they're actually like what she directs you to a certain spot near where the tables are, where you find long sticks. They're made out. There's ones made out of a creamy white colored material. There are ones made out of silvery toned metal and gold toned metal. Which one do you choose?
Silver.
Silver? Okay. It's cold and slightly heavy in your hand. You the book page over.
And I'm trying to read, but not out loud, looking for something that looks like it will turn him back from a mushroom. Or see if I can find what happened to him to start with.
Did they have a name that I gave the end of the episode last time? For the book?
Book of Myconology.
It was another book of myconology. By alright. So here you are reading. I think it's book 2. No, it was a biography, wasn't it?
No, it's just a book of myconology.
Okay. Do you know how many of those books I gave him last week?
Yeah, that's why when you gave him this one, I said, oh, another one.
Okay. A book of you open up the book of myconology by Professor Rue of Professor Rue, myconologist, and you start flipping the sticky pages
With the silvery stick.
with the silvery stick. It is gloopy. The pages are like together. So you try to read it. You're gonna have to kind of scrape each page to try to read them.
Oh, look, a stick.
Let's see. So that's interesting. The cover of this book says it's what it is, but the more you look in the passages, actually, you didn't even look at the other book, so you want to know. What languages do you have?
Draconic, Celestial, Sylvan.
Oh, perfect. This is written in Sylvan, but this book isn't talking about myconology. I mean, it is, but it's more talking about becoming one with the shrooms. And not really about myconology as a whole. There are more arcane circles in the book
So let me guess.
with
Like
little mushrooms.
early chapters are how to turn into a mushroom. Later chapters are mating habits of mushrooms.
I don't know if I would ask you that, Jack. What are the what consists in this magical book of how to become a mushroom? No, of course it talks about the magic to become a mushroom. There are other things in this book. Is there, I guess the big question is there a way to transform him back?
We shall give it a moment. Yeah, I feel you. Should have slept better last night.
Sleep is for the weak. I have this magical power called insomnia.
So far, the chat says, meh, sure.
Meh, really.
But they're saying, sure.
Sure, there's kind of a little bit of a little section in there about transforming back into a mushroom. It pretty much says, I don't know, I don't really like knowing how to transform back into a mushroom. I mean, this is theoretically how you would do it. Just like theoretically, this is how you would. Earlier in the book, it said that you could turn into a mushroom. Theoretically.
Okay. What does it look like I'm going to need to gather or accomplish in order to return him from being part of the mycelial network?
Again, it has like theoretically, and it's like slashed under a couple times. Theoretically.
Please don't say I need to start turning.
No. You would need like, I don't know, 16 catastrophes. And 22 rose thorns.
Any badgers or snakes?
Going to write this down because the DM is not going to remember this.
Of course not. How many catastrophes?
16. And it shows you lining up like one of those little. There's a couple different pictures, and it shows you like lining up the capestries in a circle and actually making a magic circle out of capestries. It says the word capestry over. But what it's showing in the picture is lining up little mushrooms in little circles. The little mushrooms have little faces. 22 rose thorns. The next picture is stabbing the thorns into the little capestries.
What happened to Rue? God.
And then it says, and then force them to sing underneath the poking them with rose thorns. It should work. And it has a little picture of like another mushroom in the center and has an arrow that says, "That's you."
Man, this professor was on acid.
Yeah. Well, when you were closing the book like that, would you leave it open?
No, leave it open.
Okay. That's fun.
No. I may be able to have use for the dogs.
Now, roll these contracts again.
I'm going to lean towards waking the fox because I don't think hyenas are, especially for that size.
No, he's intimidating.
12. I'm
18. 15. You lean over to poke the fox. Rick, someone's moving in your vicinity. You feel cold floor beneath you.
Why does it feel like my limbs bend the wrong way? Ooh. Can I open my eyes?
Yeah. You are greeting consciousness. You're in a library.
Ooh. Nasty.
don't know if you know what that looks like.
Oh, I've never been in one.
There's books everywhere. There is a. Did you get in between the two of them to lean over, or did you come over to one of the other side?
I came over from the other side.
Okay.
So that way,
So here are the peoples, and here you are coming up to the side to lean over the fox. There is, when you like are looking around, you see the shape that was moving that caused you to gather consciousness. There is something that looks like a giant lizard.
It's a dude in a mascot suit, isn't it? Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Okay.
Do we retain our memories from Undead North?
Yes.
Okay.
You also are coming to consciousness. You feel
Petite.
very comfy.
On my back, my tongue lolling, kicking on my legs. Dreaming dog.
You feel like reverberations in the place that you were laying.
Mm.
Does it cause you to peer an eye open?
One golden eye comes open.
There is. How close did you get?
I'm leaning over and about to.
There's like
the snoot.
a shadow
You know,
overlaps
to
in
me.
you, and then the shadow comes clear, and it is a large, scaled hand reaching close to you.
Ears go back and here's sniff. Trying to get away from the hand.
I don't know what you smell like. I'm not gonna describe that for you.
What do I smell?
Like a warm summer breeze.
Ooh.
He does run warm in here. He's been a blow dryer.
And I gently boop the snoot. So, at this point, I am going to try to roll animal handling
Okay.
because I don't know the difference right now. 19. Who's a good puppy?
Who are you calling a puppy?
It talks.
Nothing can be normal in this world.
And like travel back and try to get away, and then stand on 2 legs,
You
fall over.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could try.
Yeah, I tried.
Given the angle, wouldn't he bump into brick?
No, not necessarily. I'm gonna go with acrobatics.
That is exciting. 17?
Nope.
Dang.
You start rising. I mean, you don't fall backwards,
Sure.
but it's awkward, and you're trying, but you just kind of pop back down onto your.
Scrabbling on a tile floor.
You probably do take this moment to look down at your hands.
Yeah.
Your little paws. You have little cute little paws.
Flex my claws. I'm a fox.
I guess now we know what the fox says.
I'm a fox. You're a lizard. What's happening?
Not lizard, dragon.
That's worse.
I don't do the creepy tongue thing.
Okay. I'm gonna curl up and get real small. And once again, nervous.
I think we played the dragons once. Can I get a hand up?
Who are you?
You reach over, small fox pull you up, and now there's also a big fuzzy arm.
What is happening?
Do you look from scaly arm, big fuzzy arm, over to huge, jacked?
Bug. Is bug. I think it's a tick. Genuinely, there's a tick on it. Yes, you seem more familiar. We're both dogs. I don't know what's happening. I guess.
I want to roll animal handling. That's a 5.
And I'm unconscious.
I'm going straight.
You know this is really hitting, but like kids who are petting animals for the first time and they're like slammed down and they're like,
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna slink off away from the large creatures.
Oh, I'm tracking the bug. It looks like it's on the coaster right under the table. I'm gonna go get something to deal with it.
do we need to take a small little break while we deal with the strange insect that has come to the D&D table?
Potentially.
We interrupt these services for silence.
Did you get him?
No bugs allowed.
It appears to be gotten.
All right. Are we good to go back?
Yeah.
Did we ever leave? People
No.
just awkwardly watching us. Hi, people. Do you need to get something to squish it?
I don't know. I'm making sure it doesn't move. If you'll keep an eye on it.
Yucky! Fun, exciting! You guys do not get XP for that.
Okay.
Sorry. So you're currently cutting. You're welcome to roll nature to deduce what the other big furry thing is.
14.
That looks like a hyena, but is wrong shaped.
Dragon. Weird hyena. We were at a con. Are you guys furries?
I seem to be lacking fur.
He's a mascot, man.
Does anyone tell me what's going on? Am I the only one that's freaked out?
You get used to it.
Okay, you've helped.
To give you an idea,
we're no longer in the world that you're from. You're from the same world I am. And based on the fact that you're reacting the way you are,
There was a lady.
there's magic. Cats produce flame, so
I've never seen a mascot suit that could do that.
It's actually really rad looking.
That's pretty sick.
and then extinguish it.
Mine doesn't do that. Got hella claws though.
You do see that up on whatever phalange you choose the ring to be on, that your keepsake is still on there. But it fits, which is strange because your fingers are a lot bigger.
Large.
Yeah. This is a great time for me to announce myself. Can everybody hear me? You feel a buzzing
No.
in one of your pockets.
Yeah, I've got my little bandolier with the pouches on it.
It feels like a vibrating.
Can it be on a collar on my neck?
Yeah, there's a little something buzzing on you. Oh yeah, okay. Are yours out as well?
Yep.
Do you search your bandolier to find the buzzy? It is a coin with a owl's face on one side. Did I say it was a pretty lady on the other? I don't remember the other side either. But you've got a little owl face on one side, and the owl face starts moving. Okay, good. You can hear me. Perfect. I hope you like your new bodies.
It's pretty weaved. Thanks, Mom.
Anastasia, thank you. Definitely not your mom. You had a question.
Am I going to be late for breakfast?
This year, except worshiping me.
Like Sunday school kind of vibes?
Oh, I really hope you worship me every single day. But yeah, I think that Sunday school is close-ish. You know, you just do good deeds in my name.
Like score points?
Yes,
That I can do.
you can score points with me. Yes, that works.
Why did you make me a fox?
Because that's what you wanted.
Do I have to be a fox? Do I have to stay a fox?
Until you are comfortable, you will be a fox.
I'm just gonna take a few laps around the library. Get used to my new limbs.
So is this like some kind of like three team configuration, like hyenas versus dragons versus foxes?
Oh no,
Who wins?
there's more of us than that.
One, two, three. Why are you?
One's a mushroom right now.
Oh, for in my infinite wisdom, I will leave you all to your adventures. Quick.
So, to turn the one back from being a mushroom, I was going to get the help of, well, the fox.
Hmm?
How
Can I help?
I think the fox needs a bye week, man.
I need to find rose thorns and capestries.
History check.
$15.
There was a rose garden outside where you had come in originally.
More going to need help with the capestries, but apparently they look like small mushrooms with faces.
I will look around. Can I roll investigation to see what I find?
You can, but I think you walked away from the group.
I hear him. He's talking to me across the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I can help.
Okay. You are walking through the library, so yes, you can go ahead and roll investigation.
Just sniffing about. That's a nat 20.
You smell lots and lots and lots of books
Books.
and dust
Okay.
and something burnt and chalk and
Mushrooms with faces.
no, you don't smell. I mean, you do smell mustiness, but nothing necessarily fungal smelling.
Okay. I got nothing. A lot of books. You need books? We got books.
I will lift whatever table is closest.
Okay. Strength and or athletics. By and or I mean or athletics.
16.
Is that the natural roll, or did you add your athletics to it?
I added athletics.
Okay.
It is heavier than you expected.
Shouldn't have skipped leg day.
Like you hover it, but it's not like you can like it's
Leave gouge marks in the wood.
no. Yeah, you're actually roll a d4.
2.
2 of your claw point puncture into the wood when you were lifting.
I'm not out seeing any mushrooms now.
They're probably more likely to be outside.
I'm looking for the door.
I don't know if I can open it.
Doors are still
I'm straight.
I'm not sure where it like land the ball.
but I didn't close the line.
Okay, so from your position, finding the doors is easy. Did you go far into the library?
I'm following all these things, yeah. Hitting all the books, getting distracted.
Okay. Roll investigation.
14.
Now roll me survival is tracking, right?
Yeah.
Survival.
8.
There is a lot of smell, and it is hard to track just one smell, especially when occasionally it's like sniff, 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 dust right in the nose.
I'm going to go look around and see.
You're gonna go back out to the courtyard.
I'm gonna try to catch up. Head back to where we started.
You're gonna follow.
Follow the dragon.
You get outside these double doors, and it is a large marble hallway. With you guys cleaned some of the windows of the way here, right?
Yeah.
There are windows facing out to library doors. Then you turn to the other side of the hallway. It is like a every 3 feet there is a window. Some of them are coated in dust, and others are like wiped clean. But you can see a field and then tree line.
Like playing field?
There is grass and trees.
On there.
You're there. You are inside. Marble walls. Do you break the glass to get outside?
It's the quickest way out. Right?
This way. And I start leading the way.
Turn and go down the hallway. It's a very long hallway. Can you remind me of your passive?
14.
Yeah, you would have heard them leaving to catch up.
Okay. Scrabbling down the marble hall.
There is carpet along the hallway as well.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
it's marble walls, the windows, and then down the center is a reddish toned carpet. You assume that it's red, but you being so close to it, you see it's mostly dusty and dirty, and you're not quite sure that's the color it's supposed to be.
I will no longer sniff the ground.
It is very musty out here. Occasionally, your paw does go like little uncovered feetsies, goes into like a squishy wet part of the carpet.
Ew.
Because you do see that there are some cracks in the roof.
What's the weather like outside?
Sunny. Okay. Walking down the hallway. Do you do any cleaning while you're doing that? Are you holding mushrooms still, or did you leave him just by himself?
Defenseless.
Did you leave him in the candle holder on the table, defenseless? That's cold. You could almost say it was cool.
I didn't think there was any threats here.
Two of your people have disappeared. You're like, fine, but now it's fine.
Well, he triggered the book. I assume they did the same. So as long as we're not poking books,
Now you think all books are dangerous.
in this world so far, yes.
Great. Well, takes you a while, but you come to the end of the hallway and there's bright light in front of you. And as you step into the bright light, you are in a large courtyard with a large tree in the very center that goes straight up. There are, so dead ahead of you, there's the tree, and you can kind of see another part of the building in front of you. And then to each side, you can see walls of the building and then like archways to go in to other parts, other wings. For the most part, the courtyard is overgrown.
Dragon Man, what is this place?
This would be a temple of the gods.
That- Mm-hmm.
Because
And Skippy.
that's why you have one of these, so she can listen and offer guidance, and still trying to figure everything out.
And your friend is a mushroom. And you need more mushrooms?
According to the book that turned him into the mushroom, yes.
Okay, now that it is not so musty, I'm going to look around again.
It smells wonderful out here. It is full of flowers and grass and trees, and it's very clean and naturey.
Mushrooms with faces.
Yes.
Probably overgrown like thorns, like vines.
There are 4 sections of this area that look like they were special walkway gardens, you know, like where there's bushes and like several plants that you can go down into like a little encapsulated area.
Okay.
Except you can't really tell on quite a few of them really how to get into there. They just look like overgrown masses of bushes and plants. There's a lot of roses though. Throughout the courtyard, you do occasionally see like there'll be a lot of overgrowth, and then there'll be like a stone kind of sticking out that you can infer that there were walkways around the courtyard, but it is mostly grass and weeds.
Well, I'm going to keep looking for these mushrooms.
Okay. Roll investigation. What are you doing, Brick?
It's just a.
It's another nat 20. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I really want to find these mushrooms.
Back to you.
Okay.
It's nat 20.
like these dice.
Rick.
It's just like a very slow like wag of the tail, just kind of like in idle mode. You point, I lift.
This area is not very field-like.
Yeah, it's not what I expected.
There's not really heavy lifting in this situation.
Good am I.
Trying to start getting things.
You're just gonna go over the overgrown rose areas and you're just plucking individual thorns.
Yeah,
Okay. Where are you putting them?
in my hand.
Your whole 22 thorns in your hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Choice. You're just gonna stand around?
I think after I see him pluck the first couple of thorns, I find the nearest rose bush, grab the whole stem, and snap it off.
What's your AC? AC means armor class.
12.
What do you think, Jack? Does Brick get poked by thorns by gripping the bush and just snapping it? There's a couple of those thorns, by the way, that you just completely crush.
Oh.
Yeah, you're like trying to snap it off and just kind of like, not really a thorn anymore, just a smoosh.
Imagine you with little glasses at the end of your snout, just very carefully plucking away.
Trying to take his two claws and just like, click.
Basically.
Do you have proficiency in herbalism tools?
Yes.
I will let you roll nature with your proficiency from your herbalism kit. Not that you have an herbalism kit, but the fact that you understand how to use one to adjust the way that you are grabbing things to clip off the thorns.
25.
Well, you get 25 thorns.
Dang.
Perfect. You're not holding thorns.
Does my attire come with a belt pouch and sword?
No, they were your plain clothes. What did you choose? Sure, you can have a belt with this.
Okay. I'm gonna put them into a little pouch on the
Okay, nat 20.
Yeah.
You're piecing through all the scents to look around. With your nat 20, during your investigation, you notice that there are no insects that you can find.
No insects?
No insects.
Okay.
You're snuffling around trying to find a mushroom scent. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm bloody.
Yeah.
No pain, no gain.
You take 2 damage.
First blood. That I know of.
Let's see. Do you show off that you've got thorns?
You're looking for these, right?
This
He's
Rick
holding an
shows that-
entire bush.
Oh, a whole stem, yeah.
Jesus.
just has, you've clipped your last one.
I've got what I needed.
Oh. Alright.
I shift them into my pouch.
Just in my belt.
Okay. It's a little buggy, but you suddenly smell a whiff that smells like a mushroom. And so you kind of get, the way that you smell it is like under, ooh, now I have to roll, you have to roll survival actually.
Oh,
See if you can follow it.
That's a nat 1.
You're like, a small mushroom, a small mushroom. Okay, now which way?
Do the mushrooms with faces also have legs? Because I can't pin down the scent.
I don't know. Didn't look like it in the picture.
You're like, I love this dice. I hate you.
Yeah, it was the slime dice are the good ones, the liquid core.
So
Keep looking.
you have, as a unit, collected 22 thorns, and you know that there smells like mushrooms,
Mushrooms nearby.
but it was almost like it was carried through the wind because now it's gone.
It came from that direction. It's a motion of a paw.
I go looking in that direction.
It's the other half of the area. You can roll survival to know where mushrooms normally grow, or nature.
Grant me guidance to the catastrophes.
Don't squeeze the sweat. I can feel your sweat. It's weird.
15.
You know where mushrooms normally grow, which is in undergrowth and sometimes around trees, usually on cave beds, damp, musty areas.
Then I'll start looking in areas that match these descriptions.
Okay. In the courtyard, you've got your 4 pockets of where the specialty gardens were. Then you've got the fields, and then in the tree. Where do you want to go?
I'll start around the base of the tree.
Okay. What do you do?
Idle too.
Idle mode engaged. Okay. What do? Do you keep sniffing around? Do you just go?
Yeah. Did you share the knowledge of where they're most likely to be found?
Yeah, seems like I would do something like that.
So I
Okay.
think we should split up, and I would want to go for like dead undergrowth. I would try to find like a little more, the less tended areas.
Okay, so you're gonna go into one of the rose gardens. Which garden do you choose? Or do you choose one at random?
Just random.
Random?
Yeah. I don't have a sense of where I'm at. I just know that I picked up the scent somewhere.
Okay. You go to the second nearest one. And do you go through what looks like a misshapen archway, or do you try to get in between the bushes?
I'm gonna go between the bushes. I'm gonna try to get like down and onto the ground.
Okay.
Low as I can.
Investigation.
Ow. 12.
Grant me guidance.
I keep forgetting about that.
$14.
You got 12.
Guidance is a 1d4 bonus.
Yep.
Okay, chat. Do you think this feels very Dora the Explorer right now? Okay, chat. Do you see capacity for
Xander.
Xander or for
Sarah.
Saris? X or S? Those are very easily confused. X or S as in snake. Or neither. You could say neither. You could say that they can't find any here. That's fine too.
Or Brick can stumble on them.
Or
Dumb.
put
Okay,
B
I'm doing
in
push-ups.
chat if you think that Brick accidentally finds them.
One pawed push up.
You do that, you're working out.
Yeah.
Yep. You're like idle mode. I could be working. Okay. The muscles are different, but also very similar. But you definitely feel way more jacked. Like you skipped. Like it was that one movie where that one guy used the special remote and he fast forward time so you could, and like you just got your gains, like you suddenly woke up with all your gains.
Yeah, it starts, normal push ups. This isn't as hard as I remember it being. One hand goes behind the back. Okay, that's like you get used to.
Do you try doing the finger ones too?
Yeah, I'll try a single claw.
Okay, strength check. Or athletics.
It's 22.
Oh yeah. You're just like, dude, it's great.
This is thick.
Chat says X.
Woo! You do find some. You find a little huddled next to the tree. You find a little cropping of mushrooms.
Do they have the faces?
So you crouch down, get real like. Do you pluck one to look for a face, or do you just crouch down to look at them?
Crouch down. I'm not going to do needless plucking.
Your passive is 19, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, you get down. You get down close to look at the mushrooms to see if you can find faces. Because right now from the outside, it doesn't look like it. But you're like peering into the little cropping to see if there's faces on the side that are turned to each other. And you hear humming.
Would you little ones like to come with me?
And then
I start grabbing.
okay. You want to grab them as they're plopping out of the earth? Okay. Okay.
If they're screaming and running, I need to capture them.
You roll.
Grapple check.
Yoinking.
Grapple, okay. It's just like a hand.
So athletics.
Grapple.
There is not a mechanic for grapple listed on the page. So is it just an attack roll?
Yes. It's basically a roll to hit, and then you roll a strength key.
10.
The first one, you go, and he goes, and you see little tiny little legs and little arms as it runs away. Roll again.
They're over here. They're running. Right up out of the brush.
You have stumbled your way a little bit farther than you that you thought, but you do see him, and you see him.
25.
I know they're not gonna make it because no matter what I roll, you grab one. Holding thorns in one hand.
No, thorns are in the belt pouch.
That's right, thorns in the belt pouch. You grab a full one. Let me go. Do you go to grab another one?
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
I'm gonna make my way back. However long it takes.
Okay. Do you go to assist?
When he says they're running, yeah.
How big do you think they are?
Tackle
26.
size.
26.
Now you're holding two of them and you can feel them wiggling.
How big
One
are
of them is beating your hand. So it kind of feels like you're Kong and you're holding a little lady and she's beating your little fingies. What?
How big are they? Like, can I stuff multiple in one hand?
They're about the same size as your friend. So like 3 inches? Are you gonna try to open the other one or put the other one and like squeeze them next to each other? So you have one sticking out this way and you're just gonna take this one and you're
Double fist him.
dex.
Am I aware that I can cast magic at this point?
Nat 1.
Oh.
Well, chat, does that nat 1 equal a dead catastrophe or an escaped catastrophe? Or so 1 escaped catastrophe or 2 escaped catastrophes? Or did the one that he tried to shove into the other side of his hand go swish like a ketchup bottle?
Unfortunate.
You dog your way through that undergrowth, and you come out relatively close to the tree. You start padding over there,
Okay. I don't know
and
what I can do.
you see him
Killing mushrooms.
grabbing mushrooms out of, like, you see little running mushrooms. They're about 3 inches tall. They've got little legs, and the closer you get, you start hearing little screams. The little villagers start running away.
I'd like to try to pounce on one to hold it down.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So my bonus to hit comes from a dexterity.
Yes.
8. Man, that was 19%.
Don't make it. You can try again. Okay, Brett, you're on your way over.
15.
And there is chaos. This little tiny 3-inch mushrooms are running around, and he's holding 2. These little foxes like doing the jump and then dodge down.
Was it
It looks
15?
like a little party. Yes. Well.
Oh.
Yeah, you catch it.
Holding it with one ball.
It takes a minute because I'm looking at my eye level.
And it looks like little bubbles, kind of like the tops of mushrooms jumping around.
When I realized the thing that we're looking for is down here, go in full tackle.
Body slam.
Yeah.
Okay. The Wizard of Meow. Did we figure it out?
Death by decapitation.
Woof.
So you adjust your hand to grab the cap to be able to put the little leggies in, and instead you just the base drop, and you're just holding the cap in your hand, and you hear silence, and then you start hearing louder screaming coming from the other hand. And then you start hearing all the other little ones start screaming even louder. The one under your paws is screaming for help. You landed. Okay. Roll to hit. Yours is a strength.
Oh, 7.
You're on the ground. Do you go just pull your hands down and like squatting, or do you just kind of belly flop?
More belly flop, like sliding for home base.
You do not manage.
So
The ground is a lot farther away than you remember it being, so you do not manage to grapple any of them. But now you're on the ground, and you can see them
and hear them.
and hear them a lot better. Yeah, they went from like little murmuring to now you hear little screams all around you. Like a war zone from those movies your grandpappy might have watched. Okay, so you've got a shroom.
One.
You've got a shroom. What do? Do you drop the cap and just go to grab another one?
Basically.
Carnage. roll for initiative so I get you guys ordered on doing things.
20, dirty 20.
13.
8. But it's also our break time. Do we want to do that before we go into initiative?
Yes, we can do a little quick pause. Since you all have pause. Okay, so we got. So when we come back, you will find out if we can catch the 16 pastries needed for the ritual. Or if somebody will kill them all on accident.
I have an idea.
We need a bag.
Okay, we're back. Saris, you get to go first. What do you have? One under one paw. There are still more screaming around you.
Can they understand us?
Have you tried talking to them?
No, but I'm gonna tell them, be like, stop running, and you'll be okay.
You did show them the diagram, did you?
No.
Okay. You may roll persuasion.
Persuasion. 17.
You rolled low. I'm not in danger.
No.
Uh,
What happened to him was an accident because you won't cooperate.
Okay, so if I stop moving, you won't kill me?
I will not kill you, no.
Okay.
You didn't chose the diagram. Okay.
So you were holding
1.
one. Do you lift your paw to see if he runs, or do you just still hold it? He's no longer squirming or
Yeah,
screaming.
I'll lift my ball. But can I be ready to put it back down real quickly?
Yep.
Sounds interesting.
He stays put. He's calm. Is this down?
I will give him a little pat on his mushroom top.
Next is Brick's turn.
So I'm already on my belly. It's whacking. It's
Whack-a-mole.
whack, whack mushroom.
Roll the hit.
Ooh. 22.
You get one. You see it pop and then grab.
Yeah, I grab.
Okay. Are you being mindful about not squishing them?
Not particularly.
Roll strength.
19?
You caught one. But
K.O.
it's closer to your hand that you expected whenever you pull it up.
I don't remember it being that short. Does it pop back out?
This is question.
To me, little mushies, I am safety.
It's going in the pouch.
Your turn.
I just need you to sing for my friend so he turns back to normal.
Okay.
Roll persuasion. That one.
There's more running. Screaming. About the ones that are around you. Some of them are running towards you, Zaris.
Okay.
You may roll to grapple.
11.
Miss. Zaris, is your it's your turn. They're not fall.
I'm gonna just lay on my belly and just be like, get my back. It'll be okay.
Like
Try to
the
get them
fable?
to come to me. Yeah.
Oh.
I
Okay.
just want them to trust me.
Okay.
I'm helping.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
You and mushrooms, dude.
That's a 10.
Who can throw down guidance?
I can. I keep forgetting that.
Okay. Another one gets on your back.
Still
You've got 2.
2. How many do we need?
16.
16. I've killed none.
Brick. I'm grabbing another one. Oh damn, that's a 2. So 6.
Swing and a miss.
Runs away. So, in.
Got a claw full of dirt.
Xander.
Just gonna try and grab him. I can't seem to influence him.
There was not another nat one.
No, it's a nat 2.
Oh.
Oh, I know I missed.
You didn't sploosh it though, so congrats. Okay. Sarah?
I will remain prone, and I'm going to ask Anastasia if she can help me convince these little guys to not get squished.
Okay. You can do.
Oh, what was that? Am I doing persuasion? or was it
Yeah.
an attack?
Persuasion.
17 plus 10 is 30, 20.
2 more. Come to safety.
Relative safety. That is 4 on my back. What is it with me and mushrooms?
There are 4 more that are just running around. Brick.
I'm taking a swipe.
Come.
You learned nothing.
No. 17.
Okay, you grab one.
Is he still moving?
Roll a strength.
That is a natural 20.
Oh my god.
So, did you grab like this, or are you grabbing like this? Or are you trying to corral him?
I think I grabbed like this.
Don't look, don't look.
You just pull off the little head. And then
That's going in the bag.
the little feet, the little like stalk and feetsies are still there, and the little face is horrified.
Is that part important? The caps are the pretty colorful part. That's the part I'm keeping.
Okay. Xander, there are 3 mushrooms running around.
I'm going to try and grab again.
Okay.
11.
11.
Neither of my dice want me to catch mushrooms.
I'm gonna roll to see if the best one is you runs away. You rolled an 8. You catch him.
Woo! I have 2.
You have one in one hand, one in the other. Do you try to do the thing again?
No.
This is my capacity.
Can he place them on my back? I think I can carry more than 2.
You are aware that he's there and that he is there, but you are not aware of. You've been tunnel visioned to catching these. I'm not sure you noticed that he's gathering them. You just know they're helping or attempting. What are you gonna do? There is 1 mushroom. Wait. There are 2 mushrooms running around.
Since I'm at capacity, I must see if I can go find the bag.
Okay. So you're gonna run back to the bedrooms?
Yeah.
Okay. Zeros, it's your turn.
I'm going to. Are the other 2 near me?
They're a little bit closer to the tree.
I'm going to carefully make my way over.
Are you?
Yeah. A little like crawling.
Okay.
Trying to keep one on top of me stable.
Oh, well, the lizard man's gone. I can help you.
Persuasion.
15.
Okay.
Even better if you're a cat person, because then it could be persuasion.
You get another one. The other one was already running. And it's running towards Brick. Brick, there is one running right towards you.
Oh, I've got this.
Oh no.
That's one.
Totally.
How are you trying to grab it this time?
It's like this.
It's like this. You're trying to grab it. You're like, I got this one. It's running. It's like coming right at me.
Cold slice it out.
It's powdery.
Across my
There's a little like
face.
there's a little like thin mushroom on one side. It tastes like a mushroom.
I'm gonna wipe it on the inside of my bag as much as I can.
Okay. There are no more pastries running around.
How many have we gathered?
I have 5.
I got 2 halves.
So we have a total of 7.
I mean, it did say live pastries, but it did say force them to sing.
But I'm not a necromancer.
Or a fungal mancer.
Can I take mine back to the library?
I don't know, where do we need them?
I'm gonna come find you.
Roll perception with disadvantage because you were in the middle of that.
Oh, well. Perception.
Whenever he ran away.
Perception.
Perception.
10.
You did not see where the big dragon man went. You were too busy growling.
Due to my race, I do have advantage on perception checks, so that just come out to.
Just, yeah, it wouldn't come out to advantage or disadvantage.
Don't need to roll again. Or just take the 6.
Just take this.
Okay. Just make sure. So that was a 10.
Okay.
What did you say?
You did not see him.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna stick with it.
Ooh, that's just pulling up your hair.
It feels somehow nice.
I suddenly feel like a little dragon foo-foo.
Good Brick. You have collected bits and pieces.
That'll be dinner tonight.
So there's nothing left moving around
No.
me. And I'm sprawled out on my stomach. Guys?
He's nearby.
Hello.
He's got little pastries all over his back.
Oh, look at your little critters!
My tail is wagging. I'm happy.
What are we doing with these? Where's Dragon?
Didn't see him. I don't know.
May I also roll perception?
Yeah.
This would be disadvantaged, yeah.
Yes, because you were focused real hard on that little one running at your face when you smooshed it. Smushed.
I believe that is a 9.
Okay.
I'm imperceptible.
Okay, which do you go back to the room where the book came from with the gooey bags and stuff? To find a pouch there? Do you go to the kitchen? Where do you go to look for a satchel?
Start with my bedroom.
Okay. How do you open the door? It's a knob. Let me out! Help! Let me down! It's too tight! What do you want from me?
I want you to sing for my friend.
Uh,
You're not near my friend now. I need a group of you.
They start singing slightly out of tune, and you can hear weeping.
I'll look for the kitchen next because I'm not gonna risk killing or.
Maiming.
Okay, so you get into the dining hall, and then you remember there's doors to get to the kitchen. Did you leave the doors open?
I don't remember closing them, so.
Chat, did they leave the doors open whenever they got done with dinner the previous night?
Ooh. It's never a good sound when he goes, ooh.
Stop.
It's your fault.
Stop doing it.
It's your fault. You let me watch the last episode of Pantheon before bed last night.
I know.
On a side note, if you have Netflix, Pantheon, good stuff.
Yeah.
The end of it will leave you with
Alright. Chat has a consensus.
Okay.
It's open.
You know,
Okay, you can get to the kitchen.
All right. Is there a bag in the kitchen?
Did you leave your bag of seasoning in the kitchen?
No, my bag of seasoning is on my bed.
Do you have a tail?
No.
You do not see a bag or a pouch nearby, but you do find pots and pans.
That'll do.
Do you just throw them in a pot and cover it with a lid?
It's not looking well for the mushrooms.
Okay, how do you open? I guess no, the pot is open. Do you just drop it and quickly grab a lid? Okay, Dex. Or sleight of hand. You're trying not to alert them to the fact that you're putting them in a pot.
23.
Are you trying to alert them that you're not putting them in a pot?
Wonderful.
Oh, I hit my ring against my bone. You got them covered in a pot.
You say you're vulnerable to silver? It's a werewolf!
Ow! Okay, so you're holding the pot down. The other one there's another one that was singing louder, but it is also muffled crying.
I start going back to.
I'll leave.
No, I'm bringing them with me.
Oh,
Not at all. It's
okay.
my means of transport now.
There we go.
Are you holding the lid closed?
Are you strong enough to lift it? What kind of pot is it? Like, are we talking cast iron or?
It's a Dutch oven.
I was thinking of a pot with a handle. A lid. It is made out of some kind of alloy you do not know.
Thumb is just pressed onto the lid.
Okay. Dun 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 dun.
And No. More like they're in the saute motion.
Is that just a comfortable motion for you since you were a cook? The one that is not singing and crying goes, Do you think I'm gonna taste good? Do you think that's just what our existence is?
I don't plan to cook you. I don't plan to eat you. I plan to turn my friend back into the being he was before he touched a book and became a mushroom.
I don't know, man. You can just let us go next to the tree, and we don't have to talk about it.
If you turn my friend back to normal, I'll let you go. It's that simple.
Persuasion or deception.
There's no deception.
You are going to be poking him with rose thorns.
I'm going to try to see if I can get them to do the spell without the pokey poke.
Okay.
First. Persuasion is. And I'm going to subtly guide myself. 15.
Really?
Yes, really.
The one that's crying is still crying and singing, but the other one's like, okay, I choose to believe you.
Will you help convince your fellows on this?
I'm not the leader. The one crying is. I believe your hands.
I will give you a reward in addition to helping us.
What kind of reward?
I'm a good cook.
I eat.
No, I'll cook something for you to eat.
I eat nutrients from the soil.
Hmm. Is there something you want?
A nice patch of damp soil with little to no sunlight and a corpse.
Okay,
Don't ask me why I need the corpse though.
okay,
Okay?
okay.
Take me back to my people.
I'm going back, still thumb on pot.
You see him come out of one of the archways and he's holding a pot with the lid like closed.
We're here. Convince your allies.
Ally. We're on your back.
Yes.
The pot.
Oh no. Guys, it's okay, it's okay. I'm sure there's a logical explanation.
I will take a chance to set the pot low to the ground and take the lid off of it.
A little mushroom cap. Unsteadily. Puts his little hands on the lip. From your position, you see that the other one is holding it up. I have come to you today to announce that we are creatures, for they have promised us the promised land.
See, I told you it would be okay, guys.
Yours is still moving.
This is what happens when you're.
There also needs to be 16 of you. Where can we find more of you?
We are at war. We could capture the villagers from the trying to think of a mushroom type. What kind of earrings are you wearing?
Ink caps.
The N-cap tribe.
Excuse me. What reasons do mushrooms have to go to war with each other?
One wishes to become the Lichen King.
No, nothing to do with that. They stole our corpse.
Gross.
Not corpses, it's corpse. They are. It points off into one of the rose bushes. The rose bush that you were starting to go into.
Oh.
You hadn't gotten far in.
Okay.
Deep in the corner, there is the end caps. capture them, and we may sing this song, and then you kill them. And the ones on your back go, yeah!
Boy, this is a twisted quest.
I mean, I've been that way a little bit before. I could probably scout out ahead.
So the little ones on your back come off and go into the pot. They've decided that's the safety zone. They're all like huddled inside the pot together. And the leader is like standing on one of the other mushrooms and giving talks about how they have stumbled upon like the sacred big people, and the sacred big people are going to save them.
Spread the message of our owl lady.
It's the armored mushroom carrier.
Sacred big people, I like that.
The other ones we captured need to be alive for the solve.
Yeah. After the song is done, we kill them.
So we just capture them. Right?
You seem to have the better influence.
Trust me. We've developed a rapport.
Why don't you see if you can go convince the others to join us?
I like that idea. I can do that.
Brooke, who are you going with?
I'm watching this exchange, waiting for someone to point so I can lift.
Okay. Small doggo
Am I able to get through?
is going one way. The other one's standing next to a pot. Or sitting. Are you sitting or standing?
Standing.
Standing next to a pot on the ground.
I mean, little bro can't lift, so I'm following him for backup.
Brick. Stay with me.
Did you give each other your names?
True. Big Doggo. Stay with me. By the way, my name's Xander. Holds out a hand.
Brick.
Okay. Since I see you are a big beefy person, and I too am a big beefy person, the customary handshake test.
The grip.
Roll
Yeah.
athletics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
there he goes. There he goes.
20.
Oh man. Unfortunate. 15.
Dragon really has fun. Do you want to do another contested? Like you guys are like battling it out.
100%.
So he grips really hard, and you're like, "Oh, is that how it's gonna be?"
Okay. Okay.
He's gonna
Okay.
alpha male it.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
Nat 20.
No. 22.
What's your?
24.
This one feels like you feel much more like it's a close call. This one doesn't hurt like the last one did. Like the last one felt kind of like they were gripping where they rubbed the bones a little bit.
Yeah.
You may roll again. Goes 2 or 3.
17.
14.
You got it this time. So you 1 tie-ish. Close enough. So do you guys pull away or do you try again?
Just like, you know, like early episodes of Pokemon where Ash and Pikachu make eye contact. There's a little bolt between.
Mm-hmm.
This is going on here.
friendly rivals.
Yes, exactly.
The spark of competition.
Exactly. I'll let go after the third one.
Okay. So you guys part.
I was going to cheat use guys in this one.
There you have my respect.
Okay. You venture into the undergrowth.
Yes.
Roll survival with advantage because you were told in the rough area that it's going to be in.
And while he's doing that,
Yes, you.
I'm 21.
and your name?
Dirty.
You guys already did that when you shook hands. Xander, Brick, shake hands. You did the squeezy contest. Why did you reintroduce yourself?
Oh,
Because Brick has the magic cool fish.
Brick is the memory.
Okay. Go ahead.
21.
So, what is it you did before being here?
Tight end.
That makes so much sense.
You find little mushrooms.
Okay.
They've got. I think actually, are they just, they're white and they're the gooey drippy kind, aren't they?
The ink caps?
Yeah.
Don't eat them.
These ones have dark black caps that look kind of goopy. And like they're outlined in like a aqua green.
Okay.
Like when they stop what they're doing because you hear whispering before you see them, and when you see them, they kind of turn and they have little glowy like
That's so cool.
green eyes.
I want to be able to do that.
Gain
And
is my
one-
thaumaturgy.
I have thaumaturgy.
One walks ahead of the rest of them and it's got a stuffy little click.
Have they noticed me?
Yeah, they're walking towards you.
Okay.
What are you doing in our sacred grove?
I'm going to lay down. I'm going to say, I'm here on behalf of the Owl Lady. And I'm aware they're at war, yes. So I don't want to say.
You can roll deception.
Okay. I have been told that there is a delicious meaty corpse for whoever comes with me to sing a song.
What kind of song?
Makes a mushroom happy. That's all I know.
Makes sense.
Deception. 15? Yeah, can I do guidance? I'm
Yes.
sorry. 16.
They not one so they believe you impeccable. They're like, gather my brothers.
How many of you are there?
We need 9.
There's 20 of them.
Okay. That we're gonna be outnumbered. We're the big people, we're fine.
You have no idea how much danger there is.
Really? I don't.
For them,
Oh, yeah.
I have a breath weapon.
I'm just doing what I was told. Form a line. The goopy stuff makes me nervous. I don't want it on my fur. Follow the big person back to your reward. I'm gonna turn around and go back.
You hear chanting from behind you.
I like it.
Gregorian chanting.
Fucking Monty Python.
So he's got coconut hats.
Yeah.
Gregorian chants, and you hear like careful steps.
Okay. I'm crawling on my belly so I don't outpace them.
He has been in there for a while. But you see a little snap poke out. Crawls out. And then you see a line of black-capped capestries.
I'm just standing so proudly with my tail wagging.
The capestries that you have in your pocket are all red capped.
And then I figured out. Check this. Oh, he's back.
Well, you know how they say you can light a fart on fire. Oh, yeah. Welcome back.
Little mushroom people.
The end caps have come to help you.
Thank you. Now, we need to go to the library.
Do they expect me to lead? I'll lead.
That is about a 4 days walk from here. It will be a mighty journey.
We can speed that up.
Yeah.
You just put them in the pot with the other ones? Or do you get a different pot?
Why don't you ride on Brick?
Oh no.
I am fine walking.
I see Foxy on all fours here and make myself real small.
Oh, no, thank you. That is a no. I'm good. We will just form up, everybody, and all. I said there's 20 of them, right?
Yeah.
20 of them gather in this circle, and they like start chanting, and they form a larger mushroom.
Oh, it's a mushroom.
Oh, nice.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But it's made out of that same aquy, bluey green energy, like pale green.
I'm a sniff.
Roll perception, investigation. I don't know what the sense would be perception.
Survival.
14.
So he can track him later.
Was it survival or perception?
Perception.
Oh, they're the same. I meant investigation. 13.
It smells like decay
Mm.
and like decaying plants specifically.
Interesting. Okay.
So I did promise the corpse. I did not promise that the corpse wasn't walking alive.
So it forms up to, instead of like a bunch of, and these were more like 2.5 instead of 3-inch mushrooms, they form into like a 3-foot mushroom
So it's
made of glowy greenish energy.
20 mushrooms in a trench coat.
Yes. And they start, this we can only do every so often. And they start walking like to them it's like a giant spirit form.
Nice.
And they're walking towards the library. They are slow, but it's just they're gonna get there today.
All right.
Especially if one of you picks them up. But I'm not sure how that would work since it's like a bunch of energy that makes it up.
I'll just let them walk.
Try.
You're like hip high to me.
If even.
3.5 feet.
3-ish feet, yes.
Yeah, that's like hip height.
I'm gonna scamper out in front. Head back to the library.
Okay.
And I'm carrying the pot.
I get impatient and I like come circle and circle and get back in front. Circle.
I see you've given in to your instincts.
I like this wolf experience.
And a dog like that once.
What's your name?
Ceres Carnelian.
I am Xander.
Hello.
That is Brick.
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 Cool. I guess we're gonna be together for a while, huh?
Well, there's another friend you will meet when this endeavor is complete.
Okay. So you get back to the library. You go back to the book, I'm guessing?
And I start setting things up as per the instructions of the book, minus the thorns.
Okay.
I have them handy, but I'm going to see if I can make this happen without.
Do you do it where the burnt section of the library is, where the burnt and circles are, or do you find a different spot?
Different spot.
Okay.
I don't want to mistakenly activate whatever that was.
Okay.
Do we have any idea what happened? I mean, we don't know, obviously.
No.
No? Okay.
So do you talk to the pot, or do you talk to the big mushroom?
Ooh. How many do we need? 16? I just had a dangerous thought.
That is 90% of D&D.
So say we don't even need the red caps anymore. We could just join the ink caps and turn on them.
We don't know nothing about them. We're going to let them settle their own disputes.
So what do? Do you say, we have arrived, and then tell them to get into the pattern?
Yep. And I... Do I trick Rick into holding the No.
Break
Um,
this.
I'm sure the 3-footer can probably see it. So I show them the diagram they need to stand in the pot. I need you all to stand in that diagram. And then
Put the pot down.
put the pot down. And wherever I think it's my buddy goes in the center.
Do
So-
you wait for them all to move into place?
Oh, I go ahead and set him down so I know they have to be in a circle around him.
The big glow power pops and a bunch of little ones like, and they get into the circle with so it's like black, red, black, red. They get in like this weird pattern. It looks really cool. In the picture, at one point, it does show them holding hands, so you have to tell them that.
If all of you can work together and hold hands, I will ensure you both get a reward.
Glaring at each other, holding hands. What song are we supposed to sing? What is the chant?
What's the book say?
It just says to get them to sing.
It just says you have to sing.
We sounded like the ink caps were singing something on the way here.
Could you sing something about turning my friend back to his natural form?
Ah, in the grand tapestry language, we shall sing the mushroom song. And the red cat's like, no, let's sing the myconid song.
So one of them's going to be going boo doo boo boo doo boo, and the other one's going dum dum dum.
So they start arguing on what song.
Why not both?
That's an excellent idea. The Redcaps are really high pitched in their singing, and they sound more like Whoville music. La, la. And then the other ones is like deep, throaty, Gregorian chants. They do not mix.
I wish I could remember the Gregorian thing from Monty Python. Just oh
Yeah,
That's
exactly it.
that is not what they're doing.
Can we roll a performance?
I start humming my school fight song under my breath.
Yeah.
They both do pretty good. The Redcaps are worse though.
Mm.
Some of them are crying. Hey, what is I think it's the dirty end cap? The red so the end caps are serious when they're singing. Like staring straight ahead with their little glowy eyes and like mouths are moving and it's like heavy chanting. And then the red caps
I'm going to take the rose thorns and put them on the top of each of your caps, but not pointing part in, just gently rest it on there. I anticipate every part of this is necessary, just doesn't necessarily have to be stabbing.
there are 22 to the 16 that you're supposed to have. So there's 16.
Then some of them have extra.
Nope, there's 27
27.
mushrooms, and there are 22 of the little things. So
Brick. More thorns.
more thorns.
Pull out the branch.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
You can roll Arcana. You who have been playing video games for a long time, you may
Yes.
also roll Arcana.
Okay. 23.
26.
Okay, you both get it. You're like, okay.
Guidance is helpful.
So if this were a video game, and you had 16 of the myconids to the 22 of the thorns, if you have 20 of them, wouldn't you need, or if you have 27 of them, wouldn't you need more of the thorns to balance it out? Because if there needs to be 22 for every 16, how many more?
So we're gonna get another.
How many more thorns do you need?
I don't know. You tell me.
DM is mathing. DM is giving up on hand mathing, grabbing a calculator.
You could always cast the most powerful spell every DM has. Anus Creatious, the ability to pull things from your ass.
Intelligence rolls for both of you.
Oh. Just for all intelligence.
Bricks in battle mode. Happy little tail.
16.
18. Guidance is useful.
Right?
You both get that you need technically there should be 1 point. So, and then a quarter-ish per mushroom.
How many thorns made Brick bleed?
I definitely stuck that stem like in my belt, and so when I go to pull it out, it definitely takes some skin off.
Or just fur?
It's gonna be so fun when you're around.
I guess you've got skin in the game.
Hell yeah!
That's a 4. Take 4 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay.
So does it provide the necessary number, or do we need to go get more?
No, you have plenty.
And I will
Do
start
you
doing the training.
you try to help him? Or do you just give him the
I just give it to him.
okay. Your hand is bloody.
Much health do you have left?
Pain no gain. I am at 12 out of 18 hit points.
Clip. You just start putting. Do you cut them into quarters then, and then start putting them on their caps as well,
If needs be.
or do you put the exact amount that you need, or do you put
The exact amount.
okay? Stop.
Do I need to get you some fans so you can check out the vapors?
Okay, so put 1.3 thorns on each cap.
Let them resume their singing.
They continue singing. The Gregorian chants are getting louder, and the Whoville music is getting softer.
Omelette du fromage.
Why from
That's 2 cheese omelets in French. Oh god.
Thank you, Dexter's Laboratory.
Yes.
Yep.
That's exactly it. Oh god.
I think I passed my performance check on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, chat. Does it work? Or do they just need the exact 16 and 22? Or does the stabbing have to happen?
Please, not the stabbing. I
And
want to do the nice thing here.
Turn to an ink bath.
Do we need to cut down the some of the mushrooms to make it an even 16? Or hope? Or Iron Maidening this?
For once, the echo in this really played that little Gregorian moment for me. I guess at some point I just need to play a bard.
I think it would be a lot of fun.
One of our games we should do all bards. We're a traveling minstrel group.
Yeah. What would it be? Once.
I think that you were the first one who started yawning.
Oh, I totally am.
Blame you for spreading your infectious disease.
Okay, to be clear, though I was the first to yawn, you did not let me go to bed on time. You wanted to read books.
Alright then. We actually have a quick answer.
Woo!
Yeah. Friendship is the way.
So it
No
works?
shroom aside.
No shroom aside and no stabbing?
No stabbing. Go to the everybody's voting to be nice.
Woo! Thank you.
A swell of magic erupts in the circle. It swirls around, and you watch the little mushroom in the center lift up. Swirl of magic. It's a little bit of that green, and it's a little bit of this pinkish tone as it swirls together and coalesces on the mushroom, and then everything goes bright. Roll Constitution.
Everybody?
Yep.
Oof. We got get guidance on that?
Nope.
Well,
I can't use
14.
guidance on saves. Catherine.
9.
14.
You were not blinded. You were
Yeah.
too short to the blast.
Nice.
You two blind. It is bright. So bright.
Oop. Not again.
And it does take a couple moments for it to clear up. You, however, see the light and then what looks like a dead cat in the center. The dead cat in clothes. And like a dead cat furry.
I don't think it works, guys.
What do you mean?
There's like bones.
Dead cat. No, that's his real form.
It's little pinpricks of light. And you start seeing things, but there's still a lot of little stars. You are looking down at the cool cat.
Oh man, that mascot seems better days, man.
He appears to be unconscious, but is there. That's what I was thinking. Well, it's only 8:38.
Well, we're only 1 minute.
Do you want to stop here, or do we want to you want to leave him on the floor and then take him to show them the bedrooms? Feed them.
If he's unconscious, I'll just throw him over my shoulder.
What are you gonna do with it? Actually, you guys have to decide what to do with the casters.
That's why I was saying it'd be great if we could negotiate too, since he's the corpse I was going to offer them.
Actually,
Did the blast have any effect on them? Like, is their magic expended and they're fatigued or anything?
I don't know. Are the mushrooms fatigued now? Like, are they unmoving because it is they just used a lot of magic?
Or that's the trade-off, is mushroom transforms back to the cat and they're just like inert plain mushrooms now.
I'm open to suggestions too to how this goes down. Like the mushrooms could just pop. I don't care.
popcorn?
Yes.
There's just a fairy ring in the library now.
That wasn't cat either.
Is what? Like popcorn?
That was a question that was in
That
popcorn.
yes, it can be like popcorn. Fungal popcorn sounds a little
Nasty.
Delay.
granola-y, but you know, I could actually really see someone doing that, attempting anyways. But you have to freeze dry them to make them crunchy like that,
Hmm.
and then you like
Oh.
Sarah's vomit.
You don't want me to.
No, I can imagine.
I cook the environment.
so. Is that the answer? They turn into mushroom popcorn.
So far, yes.
Oh no. Well, I did promise them corpses. I didn't say it wasn't their own.
Yeah.
How many survived? Or all of them popcorned? Ooh. Ah.
Just a little bit. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
Notice for them is all survive.
But turn to a popcorn?
Actually, only the other boat, only the all survive. But they wanted to turn into popcorn.
I feel like they're nirvana. They've reached their highest state of enlightenment.
So what we're saying is Chad is conflicted.
Yes, Chatzel is conflicted. Mushrooms grow in the dark. Caves. Why can't they go to a cave to bury their differences?
Each of you roll a d6.
3.
3.
5.
I'm the big one.
All into mushroom.
Oh my god, it's like Futurama, they're the poplars.
Yeah. Gross. Just thinking snack.
Ew.
They were the larval form of the Omicronians.
Okay, so got 11 out of their rolls. Since you guys were conflicted, chat, on how many survived, there's 11 of them. And it's like kind of like every other, so it's a mix of the red and the end caps. Did the leaders of each faction live or die? Or, I mean, ascend to fluff balls? Actually, aren't lion mane mushrooms, like, really fluffy?
They look like it. They're toothy? Yeah.
What are the cottony ones? Those
Puffball ones?
yeah, the ones that like I thought those were lion's mane.
The lion's mane they look shaggy. They don't feel shaggy?
Yeah, lion's mane are the ones I was thinking. That's kind of get popcorny. Uncomfortably so. Blind ones can get huge though.
Vote is for nope. The leaders are no more.
Okay.
Mushrooms are free.
You've got
They form a new family.
floofed up ones. Everybody can roll nature on the mushrooms now.
22.
In 22.
Gotten to know these mushrooms.
You and mushrooms, seriously.
My
And
calling.
all of you know that popcorning and mushrooms don't really go together. That doesn't usually happen. You've seen some weird supplements, so you've never heard of popcorn mushroom. You don't really know, like, cooking wise, that doesn't make sense for them to become popcorn in any way. Like, there's not really a way to do that. But yet you have little fluff balls in between 11 healthy capacities. One of the end caps. And so thou has spoken. A new leader will need to be picked. And the red caps.
I start poking my friend's body
The
with the stick.
Yeah. Gotta be
stick
serious.
with the goop on it, or did you get a new one?
I'll get a new one. I'll be somewhat considerate.
Okay, which did you get the gold toned one or the cream toned one?
Cream toned one.
The red caps are looking at each other and then looking at the end caps and going, trips! Because there are more end caps than there are red caps.
Is that still true with all the puffball ones now?
Yes.
Puffball wanted a whole new clan.
Yes. You assume at first that the other ones have perished. So they start moving, talking. They all have like deep, crackly voices. Like they're really old men.
Like the buff?
Here you are. We have ascended. Thank you, sacred tall ones. How can we thank you?
No thanks is necessary.
Feel your coin in your pocket buzz.
You must
Score the points.
You must praise the goddess Anastasia.
And so it is so. Praise be unto her.
Still poking my friend with the stick.
We shall go back to the rose gardens. The leftover end caps and red caps are looking at the fluffy ones in concern, but they do follow behind. So you now have like a little trail of white puffballs and little black caps and little red ones trailing after.
Build the giant statues for the owl lady and 3 smaller statues for us.
Persuasion?
Ah, yes.
It's not a cat.
16. Ah, I could use guys.
You can still use guidance. I'm still in the process of getting it to roll.
20.
Well, they rolled a 3, so like.
Commemoration.
I mean, so capacitors go back out to the courtyard. It does take them 4 days to get out there. Okay, so are you crouching down, poking your friend with a stick?
Like just kneeling and poke.
I'll do something.
In the soft spots. Normally make someone giggle when they're tickled or something.
Hey, what are you two doing?
I am satisfied with the day's work, and I've curled up into a ball and dozing.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the coin out of the pocket and talk to the owl. Do it? Do we score the points?
You did score some points. Congratulations.
I'm back in my pocket.
Right, this doesn't seem to work. So,
Hidden taijutsu ogi. Seinen goroshi.
Really?
I'm just going to stop there, and that's where I'd like to pick up on the next one.
Okay.
The first things he's going to hear is.
Please write that down. Here.
It is attributed to memory.
Oh, did you remember last week?
Yes. Through the assistance of YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie, folks. Looks like that was where we'll end this session. We've got the cool cat on the ground, possibly sleeping. We've got possibly. Then we've got the fox actually sleeping. You've got the dragon poking the cat, and then Rick.
Idle tale.
Rick's just doing Rick stuff.
I hope you all enjoyed.
And join us on our next adventure.
Next
Everybody
week.
wave.